sign your certificate. So I want to sign your certificate and give you immediately, but the class will continue, okay?
Sir.
Okay, Sastri ji.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
सर
प्रकाश जी मेरी बात सुन रहे हैं?
सर मैं ये पूछ रहा था आप ही होस्ट रहेंगे अभी? यही अच्छा किया।
Thank you, sir.
हाँ?
आप होस्ट रहेंगे ना रोज? अब
नहीं मैं होस्ट नहीं रहेगा।
आज तो आप होस्ट है।
नहीं
No, I am host.
नहीं
You are
I'm not the
co-host.
host. Walid is the host.
अच्छा।
विनी को कैंसर हुआ है
ओहो माय गॉड।
और मेरे को हार्ट अटैक हुआ है अभी
सर कमाल है आप भी।
तो इसलिए हमने सोचा कि फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे हमारी क्लास रहेगी और मंडे टू थर्सडे हमारा पेड क्लास रहेगा। नो क्लासेस आर गोइंग टू बी कैंसल्ड, राइट?
फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे।
हाँ, फेलोशिप क्लासेस।
फेलोशिप, ओके।
अच्छा, दूसरी खुशखबरी है कि हमने यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ टाई अप कर लिया है।
अच्छा,
कांग्रेचुलेशन सर।
तो आगे क्लास करनी है वो यूनिवर्सिटी को, ये कोर्स को क्रेडिट को हम ट्रांसफर कर देंगे। विल ट्रांसफर दिस क्रेडिट टू इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी and then they will have to pay 25,000 for 6 months per year.
ये बात समझ में नहीं आई।
यूनिवर्सिटी से एमएससी डिग्री लेने के लिए या बीएससी डिग्री लेने के लिए आपको 25,000 रुपये एक साल के जमा करने होंगे यूनिवर्सिटी को।
यूनिवर्सिटी को?
हाँ, मुझे नहीं।
अच्छा,
डायरेक्ट एडमिशन विल बी डन इन द यूनिवर्सिटी।
ये कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी?
ये विश्वकर्मा यूनिवर्सिटी से बात हुई है मेरी।
कहाँ?
ये आंध्र प्रदेश।
अच्छा,
खाली आप लोगों को एग्जाम देने के लिए वहां जाना होगा, बाकी कोर्स हम यहाँ से कंडक्ट करेंगे। प्रैक्टिकल कोर्स वो सेमिनार वर्कशॉप सब के थ्रू जैसे होता है वैसा चलता रहेगा।
ये गवर्नमेंट अप्रूव्ड है, यूसीजी अप्रूव्ड है?
यूजीसी अप्रूव्ड है।
अच्छा,
यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट कमीशन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश के द्वारा एक्ट पास है। विश्वकर्मा यूनिवर्सिटी नाम है इसका।
एक्यूपंक्चर की है?
नहीं, ये मेडिकल कॉलेज है, मेडिकल कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी। उसमें मैंने एक्यूपंक्चर को डाला है।
अच्छा, तो एक्यूपंक्चर का सर्टिफिकेट देगी ना यूनिवर्सिटी?
हाँ, वो एमएससी देगी।
एमएससी इन एक्यूपंक्चर?
नहीं, इसको एमएससी एक्यूपंक्चर बोलने से आपको आगे जाके फायदा नहीं होगा। एक्यूपंक्चर के साथ रिहेबिलिटेशन सब जोड़ना होगा।
नहीं, वो डिग्री कौन सी देगी एक्यूपंक्चर की?
वही रिहेबिलिटेशन एंड मेडिकल एंड एक्यूपंक्चर। एक्यूपंक्चर वर्ड रहेगा साथ में और एक वर्ड रहेगा ताकि आपको एडिशनल एडवांटेज मिले। You will get an additional advantage from taking a Indian degree from the Indian university at a very low cost price, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So we'll transfer all the credit course there so that our courses can be completed very soon.
Pasal dia dah terus Hindu penting. Terus Hindu. Kalau dia tak balik di awal tak bang tak ada terus Hindu.
Hey, mute the mic.
Oh, tak bunyi. Orang lain.
Mute the mic.
Tadi terus Hindu dulu baru ke khabar. Sama-sama saya je.
Mute the mic. Mute the mic. प्रकाश जी को होस्ट कीजिए। मेक प्रकाश जी को होस्ट। म्यूट ऑल दिस माइक्स।
सर मैं co-host हूँ।
Prakash is co-host already.
अच्छा, day after tomorrow we'll issue all your certificates very shortly. All the names should be proper because those who have not attended the class, they may have seen by the videos, right? So everyone who has attended the class will get the certificate. Clear? This
Yes,
center
sir.
will become a, very shortly, it will become a teaching hospital, right?
Thank you, sir.
We cannot call it a teaching hospital, it will become a teaching institute, right?
Right, sir.
We have applied for the license, we'll get the license. There will be, along with me, 5 more doctors will be teaching you. Clear?
Inshallah, sir. Very clear.
So I hope I have applied for the advertisement. It was by mistake I wrote 5 May. The next class will start from 6 June, right?
Right, sir.
Clear?
In
6
Hyderabad,
June.
sir.
No, yeah, Zoom classes.
Zoom class. Okay.
Clear? Any questions? कोई सवाल? Any questions, please? कोई सवाल?
अस्सलाम सर, सुहेल राम।
हाँ, वालेकुम, please tell me any question.
सर तबीयत ठीक है आपकी सर?
इंशाल्लाह आप जैसा अल्लाह चाहे वैसे रखिएगा, अल्लाह रखा।
बड़ी शुक्र है सर आपकी।
उसकी रहमत है भाई।
सर अभी
आना
क्या
तो,
जी जी बोले सर। सर प्रोग्राम अभी क्या है सर?
अनाथ होगा तो अनाथ वही है ना, अल्लाह रखा।
जी जी
बताइए और कोई बात?
सर बस अभी जूम क्लासेस का ही मैं देख रहा था।
तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, यू शुड स्टडी इट वेरी क्लियरली
जी जी
so that most of your doubts regarding stroke is cleared, right? This is the part of the syllabus. Clear?
सर।
Today's paid class, non-paid class?
नॉन पेड सर।
Okay. But this is very important class to learn non-invasive brain stimulation. Clear?
It's a paid class,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's a paid class, na? Even
No,
it is
today-
paid or non-paid,
today-
it is very important class.
Yes, sir. Today would have been a non-paid class, but you have changed it today. You said from this forward, Monday,
No, no, no,
Tuesday.
no. No, no. Not this forward. From 6 June.
Okay. Okay.
From 6 June. This will go as it is.
Okay, this will go as it is: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday free, Thursday, Friday, Saturday paid.
Yes, right.
Okay, no problem, sir.
But I will issue the certificate at the earliest.
No
Right?
problem, sir. No problem, sir. Sure.
Because if by chance, what will happen? See, these certificates are very important because you can write them in your CV, right?
Yes, sir.
Please carry on.
सर आपका पूरा सीन दिख नहीं रहा है, कट रहा है।
अभी ठीक है?
हाँ ये ठीक है, ऐसा दिखाई देना तो अच्छा है।
अब
नहीं ये
सर्टिफिकेट केवल
कट गया।
एक मिनट।
हाँ ये ठीक, ये नहीं 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 क्लोज अप पहले बोलो।
अब
नहीं कट जाता है सर।
पता भी नहीं।
तो सर्टिफिकेट केवल पेड मेंबर्स को ही मिलेगा मुझे ना?
हाँ, पेड मेंबर्स को ही सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा। फेलोशिप को क्लासेस अभी चलती रहेगी।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
So today is a paid class, right?
नहीं
Today-
आज
No,
फेलोशिप
sir.
है
Today is a free class.
सर, फेलोशिप है आज।
अच्छा, फ्री क्लास है तो भी ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्लास है। Whether free or paid, it is an important class, right?
Right, sir.
It is a class which we teach in neurology, DM neurology and MCH neurology, right?
Yes, sir.
You understood?
Understood, sir.
So please pay proper attention to the class, okay? So stroke anatomy is very important because it teaches us in which area of the brain stroke has happened, and because of stroke, why that area has become dysfunctional. So brain is a very big area, right? Brain is very big area. It consists of 100 billion neurons. How many neurons?
100 billion.
100 billion neurons.
With large number of connections, right? It has its own G lymphatic system, which cleans the brain, and brain suffers us from suffering from of diseases, right? Clear? So we should understand the anatomy of the stroke. Means where the stroke is happening, which area of the brain stroke is happening, right? Clear? Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next slide. So we are proposing three levels of anatomy of what? Anatomy of stroke. What are the anatomy that you must know? Essential, and it should be embracing. See, brain stroke is always embracing because it makes you paralyzed forever. And if the neuron starts dying, you will have secondary diseases. What are the secondary diseases? The secondary disease is Parkinson. Secondary disease is Alzheimer's. You cannot speak, you cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot walk, you cannot speak, you cannot write, you cannot understand, you cannot see anything. You are like what? Just a living man, dying life. Living man, dying life. What it is called? Living man, dying life. ना आप सुन सकते हैं, ना बोल सकते हैं, ना कुछ कर सकते हैं. लिविंग मैन मतलब जितना जागता आदमी मरे हुए के समान है. समझे आप? और हर घंटे में एक स्ट्रोक पेशेंट होता है. So now you can understand. If you understand this subject, you will be able to solve many more cases easily, and you can understand NIBS very easily. Clear? Anatomy is good to know, but it is not appropriate. It's essential for all, and you should get 70% on the test on this material. So you will be having a lot of things to understand on this material, right? Am I clear? You'll have a lot of things to understand on this material. Yes? Anatomy that you must know. Next slide.
It's a number level 3. Everything else, sir.
See, everything else you know. Whatever is included is everything else. Next slide. What we will discussing? First, we will discuss level 1 is brain anatomy. What is the very basic? We'll discuss about the very basic brain anatomy and function of the brain anatomy. Clear? Yes. So we'll discuss about the general basic level of the brain anatomy. Clear? Go to the picture. Now we'll analyze. So brain is divided in, the larger part of the brain is what? Please write down. The larger part of the brain is cerebrum, right? Larger part of the brain is what?
Cerebrum.
Cerebellum.
Cerebellum.
Now, cerebrum is divided into 4 parts. What are they?
Frontal, parietal,
Occipital,
Oral.
Very good. You will have become an important student. Frontal, parietal, occipital,
temporal.
temporal. Right. Now, frontal and parietal is divided by whom? Central?
Central sulcus.
Right. So the brain is, first of all, we should understand, brain is divided into 2 parts. By what? The division of 2 parts takes place by great longitudinal fissure. It takes place by great longitudinal.
fissure.
Right.
Longitude.
Second part, it is divided into 4 parts. What are they? Frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal.
Temporal.
Clear?
Clear.
Here.
Now, frontal and parietal is divided by central.
Sulcus.
Sulcus.
One line before the central sulcus is precentral sulcus.
Central sulcus.
What it is? Precentral.
Central sulcus.
So this sulcus is called the motor cortex. It is called what?
Motor cortex.
Then comes the additional cortex
Postcentral.
and
Image is not clear. Sir.
Associated.
associated sulcus, right? And in premotor cortex, you'll find 3 areas. What are they? Superior, middle, inferior. What are they? Superior,
Superior, middle, inferior.
Interior and
Inferior.
am I clear to up to now?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, frontal lobe is the motor cortex area. Frontal lobe is the
Motor
motor
cortex.
area.
Motor area.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Parietal is the sensory area.
Sensory area. Yes, sir.
So, one line after the central sulcus is called the postcentral sulcus, right?
Can't hear, sir.
See, if some words are in between, what I can say? See, I am also hearing the voice. Mute the mic. After a central sulcus, one line comes is called the next line, poster line. Post means the next line is called post central sulcus. What it is called? One is free
Postcentral sulcus.
and
Central
one
carotid.
is
Postcentral sulcus.
it is called the sensory cortex. It is called the
Sensory
sensory?
cortex.
Right. Now, again, if you see the third cortex is called the Sylvian fissure. What is the Sylvian fissure? You can see in the pink line. It's called the Sylvian fissure. What it is? Sylvian?
Fissure.
Sylvian fissure.
It divides the brain into from frontal, parietal, and occipital. It is called as temporal lobe. It is called as
Temporal.
temporal lobe, right? It is called as
Temporal
temporal
lobe.
Problem.
Then comes what? The occipital lobe. It is the visual area. It is divided by calcanean fissure. It is divided by
Calcanean fissure.
Now, Wernicke and Broca's area. These areas are used for what?
Language.
Yeah, for speaking language. So now you can understand in any area of the brain, if it is damaged, that functionality of the brain is damaged. You understood? So this is called the gross anatomy of the brain. Clear? This is the first part to understand the stroke. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Next slide. I've already taught you about all these things, right? Same thing. Change. So what they have been teaching in different slope, I have completed in one slide, right? All I have taught you, right? So what do you see? Go one slide before. Just go before. One more. So you can see 4 lobes, general sulcuses. What are the general sulcus? It identifies a frontal, temporal, and parietal and calcanean. Frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal. These lobes are divided by sulcus. What are they divided by?
Sulcus.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Clear, sir.
Those sulcus which goes deep inside are called what? Fissure. They are called fissure.
Yes.
Fissure. Fissure. Right? The middle line, what you see here is what? In all the lobes you see is the great longitudinal fissure. It divides the brain into two parts, right?
hemisphere.
Two hemisphere, right and left. If there is a stroke in the right, the left is affected. If the left is affected, the right is affected. Next, the central sulcus is the main part to understand the lobe. The line what you see, where is the central sulcus here? On the left part, you will see one line which divides the frontal and parietal. Can you show the Walid? Can you see the line? No, same slide. Go to the same slide. Go to the first picture. This is the longitudinal fissure. Second line. Second lobe. Yeah. This is the central sulcus. Go down. Yes. No, up. Little up. Central sulcus, right. Next. Same. Next. I don't know why they repeated so many pictures. Close the slide. I'll speak myself. Close the slides. Highlight my picture. Highlight my face.
You are highlighted, sir.
So when I speak about the stroke, it is of two types. What are they? Ischemic and hemorrhagic, right? What are they? Ischemic and hemorrhagic. The artery which stops supplying blood and nutrition to particular area of the brain is called what? Ischemic stroke. It is called as
Ischemic stroke.
And the second stroke is called hemorrhagic stroke because it ruptures the artery, right? Now, the more the blood is flowing out of the artery, the longitudinal fissure changes its what? Direction. It goes towards the left or it goes towards the right, right? Wherever there is hemorrhage, it goes to the opposite direction. It is called the shift of the, it is called the midline shift. It is called as?
Midline shift.
Midline?
Shift.
Shift, right. A midline shift, if by chance there is a more midline shift, what will happen? the patient will go into the what?
Mass effect, sir.
It is called as
Mass effect.
mass effect. We call it as coma. What do we call it as?
Coma.
Coma. Coma is identified by 3 scales. What are they? We call it Glasgow Coma Scale. What it is?
Glasgow Coma Scale.
GCS. It is called as
GCS, Glasgow Coma Scale.
so here it is identified as E4, V5, M6. E4, M5, V6.
6.
E means eye. The eye movement should be what? If the eye movement is responding, it is called as E4, right? Am I clear? E4, M, E4, V5. V for voice, right? And then M for 6. It's called M6. If the Glasgow Coma scale is below 3 or 4, it is what? The patient is about to die or is among to death stage. What it is called? If GCS is near 4 or 5, it is near what?
Near death.
Near death. But other types of stroke are also there. They are called central pontine myelinosis. It is because of hyponatremia. It is because of hyponatremia. Do you know what is hyponatremia?
Low salt.
Lack of nutrients.
Lack of the salt or sodium in his blood.
The salt
Low
level
level
goes
of sodium.
Down.
yeah, the low
Salt
level of
level.
sodium. And the chances becomes that the patient will remain in the vegetative stage for a long time. We got such a case and we have recovered that case in 17 days, whereas the neurologist said he will be in the bed for 7 to 8 months or he may be lifelong on the bed. So this is the part of what? The magic of pen and dry needles with good nutrition. You understood? बात समझ में आई? Yes or no? It is called as CPN, central pontine myelinosis, right? But the pons are affected and the patient remains in vegetative stage for a long time. Clear? Am I right?
Clear, sir.
Now, if there is an infarct, what will happen? The blood supply to that regular area is disrupted. Blood supply जो जाती है उस area में वो disrupted हो जाती है. Means it does not work. So what will happen? The brain will not function. That area of the brain which becomes non-functional becomes deficit. Deficit matlab it will not work. So if it will not work, what will happen? It will lead to what? Deficit of that area. For example, occipital lobe is not working. What it will become?
Blind.
Blind. Very good. If the temporal lobe is not working, what you may lose? Eyes or
Voice.
Hearing.
voice. Very good. If motor cortex area is damaged, what will you lose?
Movement.
Yeah.
Motor deficit, motion.
Motor deficit. Very good. All of you have become very intelligent. So when we see the most number of cases are found in where? 77% of the cases are ischemic stroke. What are they?
Ischemic stroke.
Ischemic stroke.
Ischemic means non-hemorrhagic stroke. They are called as
Non-hemorrhagic stroke.
Ischemic stroke.
and only 20 to 30% are hemorrhagic stroke, right? Non-hemorrhagic stroke happens because of the plaque deposited in the carotid artery, right? And hemorrhagic stroke happens generally because of the essential hypertension, means because of the high blood pressure. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whenever there is a deficit, the interneuron communication is disrupted. The interneuron communication of 100 billion neurons is disrupted. As a result, whatever exercise you do, you may release something because a connection is formed among the neurons, right? A connection is formed among the neurons, but the right electricity is not formed. You lose the electricity from the brain and the supply nerves. Am I clear? What do you
Clear.
lose? You lose the supply between the muscle and the muscle gets supply from where? Nerve. Nerve gets supply from spinal cord. Spinal cord gets electricity from brain. So if that is lost, then what will happen?
Muscle's not going to work.
Yes. Now, traditionally, there is a myth that this cannot recover. Do you believe paralysis cannot be recovered?
Yeah.
How many of you believe paralysis cannot be recovered?
It can be with NIBS.
N can be recovered by various processes, among which NIBS is important, right? But the difficulty is that when the brain stroke is high, they do keratotomy. After doing keratotomy, the brain becomes damaged and you lose your deficit for a longer period of time. You cannot walk or write for a very long period of time. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So putting the right stimulation, each area is supported by the other area in the brain. So neurons supports each other. Neurons supports each other. How? With the help of synaptic connections. With the help of synaptic connections, right? So when neuroplasticity takes place, new neurons, new areas, and new connections are formed. As a result, patient can what?
Recover.
We can recover. Now, is there any other, can exercise recover this type of stroke patients? In how many cases? See, many cases it can recover, but most of the cases it cannot recover. Tell me why? Because it does not create a electrical conduction inside the brain. So electrical conduction can be very superficially created with the help of very thin needles, which are harmless and safe. It is called acupuncture needles. These are called slip-form needles, which are of 0.25 mm. And it does not touch the brain, not touch the skull, and it gives a very small stimulation inside the brain. That brain stimulation gives a long brain command, and as a result, the area which is hampered is creates a bifurcating road. Bifurcating means bypass road. It creates a bypass road. This bypass road recovers the brain. Am I right? But only bringing the power is not important. Now training the new neuron, which you have brought there, like you have employed a new person, right? That new person has to be trained in a proper way. So to train that person in a proper way, it takes time. So for training that person in a proper way, you will take time, and that training is called as motor learning program. What it is called?
Motor learning program.
So this is held by two types of pain. What are they? Cognitive and advanced brain stimulation. Cognitive teaches you how to coordinate one muscle with other muscle, right? Cognitive pain teaches you to learn one muscle to other muscle. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And advanced brain stimulation integrates all the muscles. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Now you may ask me your questions. I hope I am clear to the stroke anatomy.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this stroke anatomy? Generally, this class is of 4 hours, but may not, because you don't want to go in very much details, right? Because the anatomy of the nerve, anatomy of the vessels are not required for you as of now. I made a shortcut for you so that you can understand the gross anatomy. So it is called as gross, means you must have some knowledge what you are doing and why. Because of massage therapy, because of this, because of that, patient cannot recover from paralysis. Am I clear to you this in this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you may ask me a question one by one. Please. Don't hesitate to ask me a question. If you don't clear your doubt, how will you understand? Questioning and cross-questioning will only clear your concept, which will help you to recover the patient. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Blessing scale, which was developed by me, was based on the similar base of anatomy. I made it simple so that you don't get confused. I made it neuromuscular brain mapping. What it is called? Neuromuscular brain mapping. Like you would like to see how I have recorded one patient in 10 minutes? You want to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I would like to see, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only one person wants to see.
No, sir, we want to see.
I want to see it, sir.
We all want to see.
He wants to see, sir.
We all want to see, sir.
So most important part of this case is most of the neurologists say this patient will not recover. It will take long time, or if he has a luck, he will recover. And I said the patient before treating him that I'll recover him in 10 minutes. Now you see how I've recovered the patient. The MRI of the skin is there. Everything is there. Now you can see MRI of the images and all. I'll post and then you can see what am I speaking is right or wrong. Clear?
Clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So can you please click the MRI, the image of the, what you called? Facebook video. I hope my voice was clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are clear.
Yes, very clear. I think you do not find difficulty in hearing and understanding me.
No, sir.
I'm afraid because I was afraid. I'm testing every day that I can speak nicely or not. Because after the stroke, you may have a chance of having a brain stroke also. So I'm afraid whether I'm right or wrong. Sastri team of doctors, you often encounter बहुत सारे केस, बहुत difficult cases आते हैं. इसमें से एक केस ये भी है. If you see this case, you will find a lot of difficulty in this case because most of the brain is damaged. As for medical science, this patient can never be recovered. What did the neurologist say? Ask his statement. You say loudly.
He may walk in anytime if blood persists, is what they said.
If the lung persists, he may walk. And after 10 minutes, you will say he will walk. He is wheelchair prone patient.
Yes, sir.
He is a wheelchair prone patient, right? Now you can bring the report. Parietal region, capsuloganglion region, crisis in the left coronal area, chronic small ischemic changes in the grade 1, and age-related diffuse cerebral atrophy. And gluteus देखो कितना है? 2. So the gluteus power is 2. See, just improve his voice.
Okay.
Otherwise we cannot improve.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
If I unnecessarily stimulate the tongue, the nerve of the tongue also may not respond.
Okay.
And it may not respond forever. Ultimately the signal has to come from where? You can see. Now you can see the power is 3. Now check. Push. Ask him to push. Push.
Twin.
3.
Twin. Multi.
4.
Ready? Twin. Call twin.
Yes. Again?
Twin.
5.
Lock on.
2. That is abductor or adductor?
Adductor muscles.
Adductor.
Lock on. Mali lock on. Lock on.
Push it. 4. And how many seconds?
10 seconds. 10 to 12 seconds.
So if you know neuromuscular feedback mechanism, you can improve the such a case.
Lock on. Lock on. Lock on.
Good? So you can, after 5 minutes, the patient will walk more better ways. Now check his hip flexors and all. And today you will be able to take up to 50 seconds. Hip flexor also. Good? मोबाइल को पोजीशन ठीक रखो नहीं तो अब देखो grade 4 now we'll see grade 5 huh? 5 paraspinal now will, and you will see after this there will be no circumflexury gait. The patient has recovered to a great extent. He will be able to walk without stick, without support. पेशेंट जो व्हील चेयर पे था 4 महीने से हेमरेजिक स्ट्रोक था, अब वो आराम से चल पाएगा विदाउट एनी सपोर्ट. अब चेक करो 50 सेकेंड 2 3
होल्ड करिए.
हाँ लगन चलिए 1
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 54 55 56 57 58 59 60. So you can see the patient is able to hold his back. Babu.
Yes.
Now you can walk. Vector I will improve from this one.
బయటికి తోండి కాలు. తోండి కాలు తోండి.
Navandi. Navandi. Are Navandi Baba. Nadu.
Navandi means walk. Now you can see there is no circumduction in his leg. For the first time, he is walking without wheelchair.
Walk fast. Walk fast. Walk fast.
And he is taking only one finger support.
Huh?
And this case is done openly.
The patient and the patient is walking on the leg. And now you can walk on the staircase. Whatever staircase.
Only mild support. Only mild support. Walking floor.
You can see the one finger. With one finger support. It takes only one finger support. You can see only one finger, very little support is taking, and is able to walk the staircase. Walk can you walk? Navandi, fatapat Navandi. You can see There is no support. Without support is walking.
Without support.
You can see the patient is walking without support. A patient who was on wheelchair is walking without support. Walk, Babu. Yes, yes. Take. No problem. Parvalలేదు బాబు.
Good.
So you can see a patient who was unable to walk, is able to walk, unable to climb staircases within 4 days of the treatment. And you have seen the whole treatment life telecast. आपने पूरा treatment life telecast देखा है. Patient बिल्कुल 10 मिनट में चलने लगा because of neuromuscular.
Uncle, very good. Come. Very good.
Neuromuscular brain stimulation is much powerful than NIBS in paralysis case. अब उसको नीचे उतार दो.
Without support.
नहीं.
Come.
Do like this. Down. Come now. Yes, stimulated previously also he was walking. You start walking. Aman recovered it again. Again after 10 minutes of stimulation, he started walking. So in total I gave him 20 minutes. 10 days previous day and 10 days today. So in these 20 days, he is comfortably walking with what? No stick, no support and one finger support. You can see he is walking with one independent support. Chalo. Narvandi Babu. Naru. Naru. Now, he's only taking my one finger support.
This person will have finger support dependent.
And that also independently is walking. And you can say within 10 minutes, 3-4 months, and it's a serious brain hemorrhage. Doctor said by luck he will recover. You can say within 10 minutes the patient has started walking and has done a significant improvement. This is a very good neuromuscular brain stimulation integrated with neuroacupuncture. You can see how beautifully the patient has recovered. And you can see, did we give him any medicine for that?
No medicine, sir.
And it was told that by luck he will recover. But by treatment he recovered in what? You can see. So this treatment is also helpful for recovery of the patient, and it gives faster recovery to the patient, provided patient takes a good treatment. Stem cell therapy, brain stimulation, all these things help the patient to recover. If we give all these things in time, the patient will recover. If the time is delayed, the patient will not recover. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Right.
What is your opinion? Speak. बोलो हिंदी में बोलो.
पेशेंट जब आए थे फुल्ली बेडरिडन थे तो पेशेंट चल भी नहीं पा रहे थे प्रॉपर्ली उनका एमएमटी हमने.
अपना नाम बोलो.
सर माय नेम इज विक्की ग्रोवर और मैं दिल्ली से हूँ और यहाँ हेयर फिजियोथेरेपी एमएमटी चेक किया था बाबूजी का तो उनका ग्रेड 2 ग्रेड 1 का था लाइक एडेक्टर मसल्स एबडेक्टर मसल्स ग्लूटियस क्वाड्रिसेप्स काफ मसल्स पैरा स्पाइनल मसल्स ऑल दीज मसल्स. तो सर ने अपना एडवांस ट्रीटमेंट ब्रेन स्टिमुलेशन से जो दिया है वो भी दिन 10 डेज सर को तो मोस्टली सर 3 या 4 डेज हुआ है सर यहाँ पे 3 डेज.
तो आज कितना देर ट्रीटमेंट किया?
अप्रोक्स 5 to 10 मिनट ट्रीटमेंट दिया और 10 मिनट के बाद जो हमको इम्प्रूवमेंट देगा वो मोस्टली 70 to
We have recovered this patient in less than 10 minutes.
कम देख लीजिए सर.
गेट है?
नहीं सर पेशेंट ही सर गेट नहीं
Patient self-walking and mild support, only one finger. Yes, sir.
The number.
My name is Neeraj Kumar. I am a physiotherapist from Uttar Pradesh. I seen the patient in only 3 days and पेशेंट को बहुत रिलीफ मिला और सर का ट्रीटमेंट दिया।
पेशेंट का क्या कंडीशन था तब?
पेशेंट बेड रिटन एंड व्हील चेयर पे था, तो यहाँ पे आने के बाद सर ने सेल्फ चला दिया और माइल्ड सपोर्ट से पेशेंट चलने लगे और सीढ़ी भी अपने माइल्ड सपोर्ट से चलने लगे।
अगर एक्यूपंक्चर फिजियोथेरेपी सबको इंटीग्रेट कर दे तो कितना जल्दी पेशेंट रिकवर हो जाए?
बहुत जल्दी रिकवर हो जाता है पेशेंट।
और अगर ट्रेडिशनली रिकवर करे तो कितना समय लगे?
सर उसमें बहुत समय लग जाता है, ऐसे बहुत जल्दी रिकवर हो जाए सर आपके सपोर्ट से।
अगर तुम ट्रेडिशनली इस ट्रीटमेंट को करो तो कितना समय लगेगा? Maybe 1 year, 2 years also.
Yes, sir.
So we have covered 2 years journey in just 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So this is an advantage of neuromuscular brain stimulation. We are very happy. Patient has done a wonderful job.
Video.
Congratulations. What will you like? What is your?
You may ask me a question.
चावल में कोई कमी नहीं है।
You may ask me a question.
I have a question, yes.
Tell me.
I noticed that you needled on the head, on the side that was affected by the stroke.
I told you it is neuromuscular feedback. It is not blessing scalp. If you see the MRI of that is called, you must understand the MRI of the patient. Then you must draw a map by which motor area can be revived.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's a different scalp. That is I call. It is totally different from all other scalp acupuncture, and it is very new innovation of my research.
Okay, thank you, sir.
More example. More questions. That is why I said you must master the art of pain. Then we can teach you large number of scales. And we'll give you one gift of book. Very shortly I'm making a book which you will get.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Sastri, isn't it you were needling on the parietal area on the opposite side?
No, I was very close to frontal, prefrontal area.
Oh, frontal area.
Prefrontal area.
Oh, prefrontal.
Middle part of the prefrontal area, where the memory of the muscles are stored, little bit. But it creates a space for the what? Repairing of the motor cortex. You can see I repaired the motor cortex in just 10 minutes.
We all see that, yeah.
Did you see?
Yeah, we saw it. But I think the problem is that whether we can get the right area to. That's
I told you it is just by the holography you have to learn it. I made it very easy for you. I made it as easy as a cup of coffee. Before your coffee is finished, I recover the patient.
Yeah.
That is why I say you, please try to learn as much as you can, because this has not been done for last 200 years. After 100 years also people will be confused what we have done 10 years, 100 years back. Because we're just changing the stimulating pattern of the pain. Can neuroplasticity can appear? Yes, it can appear. On the other day, one lady was saying, the sticker of the pain is not good, that is not good, this is not good. I was supposed to ask, do you know what is Parkinson? A Parkinson means cancer, and it can never be cured. Patient dies in Parkinson.
It is a whole hologram of the hand that you were teaching.
Yes, I made a new thought. I told you, I'm a research person. I always keep studying the brain, and I made entirely, I've changed the blessing, Hailam Morlam technique. I have found a new way of recovering this type of difficult diseases. It is totally new scalp and it is only known to one person. Now neither Rahul Katyal nor Rajesh, it is only known to me.
So you wrote a book, right? I remember you said.
I told you, I'll give you these books only to selected people. If it is my wish, please don't distribute these books to the unknown people. Don't distribute books to the publicly because people will make money unnecessary. Like zoo, this knowledge will be destroyed. Only knowledge goes to the right people. Always support the right people, never support the wrong people.
So
otherwise, on the day of your death, you have to answer God that you have supported wrong people. I gave you for free. Did I ask you money?
No.
Can you learn all this technique for 8,000 rupees? So much knowledge.
No,
sir.
So you gave us.
No, sir.
I don't know which one. I think I'm confused in terms of the book that you given us. That's all.
No, I have not given you the book. That was one of the technique, right?
Ah, okay, all right.
I have developed. I told you I have my master of more than 3,000 techniques.
Okay. Thanks.
Right?
Yeah. I just confused with the books that you've given us. That's all.
See, one thing I tell you, I only given you one pages. That pages has to be converted into books, right? And you are working on it so that it becomes a complete book and it becomes easy for you page by page how to recover the muscles from one scalp. But one scalp does not recover the whole brain. Brain is a multiple area of working. Each area has to be coordinated and functional. So create neuroplasticity in one stroke does not mean one area is damaged. Every area of the brain is damaged. Right?
Okay, thank you.
So you stimulated it with brain pen or cognitive pen, sir?
No, I have used two types of brain, muscle, and cognitive with advanced brain stimulation because I had to work three things. One, improve the brain muscle, reduce the spasticity. Immediately, I want reduction of spasticity in first 3 minutes. Second level, immediately I have to create what? Coordination in the muscle. And third, I must integrate the muscle. And I'm thankful to you because you got me introduced to your HOD. I'm really obliged, my friends, that you have been supporting me. And without your support, I'm nothing. I'm really obliged that this science, which was supposed to be extinct and people thought paralysis, Parkinson's, and tomorrow I'll teach you, those who are good students, how to do what? Acupuncture anesthesia. But only those who support me. I'm not going to take all the students, all the mash, you pay money me and I'll send you a degree. No. It is why I'm saying you learn this very nicely. Because if your concepts are clear one after another, you can become master. You can do more than Zoo. You can do more than Yamamoto. You can do more than anyone else in the world. Can anyone of this scalp acupuncture recover a person in 10 minutes?
No one, sir. No one.
Go and read the books. Can they one do? And what is the course fees? 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees, 300,000 and $1,500. How much did I recover?
And very low budget with low cost or with lowest time.
And you know, I have developed 4 types of stem cells, and these stem cells are much powerful and they are immediately responding. We are giving intramuscular, we are giving them near the neuro area with the help of the orthopedic surgeon. With the help of anesthetist, we are giving in clavicle and brachial block, and all these are recovering the patient. But certain patients need time to recover. You cannot recover CBGD, you cannot recover basilar ganglion hemorrhages so easily. You will have stiffness And that part you must understand, that medical science is not all in all. You cannot just shout at us that we cannot recover. If you cannot I cannot recover, why the neurologist cannot recover? Why others cannot recover? And you give me only 1 month to recover, 2 months to recover, and that also large number of infection, unaffordability of the patient. We work up to night 2 o'clock. That also, what is the patient of the patient? Okay. Can you see a CP child walking on a treadmill? Do you want to see? At the speed of 3.
Gee, sorry, one question.
Sure, sir.
Gee,
Tell me.
yeah, was that case with stem cell included?
Yeah, we have included the stem cells. You are correct.
The
Because
last one,
without stem cell, the myelin sheath will not recover. If the myelin sheath is not recovered, of the brain and the nerve, there will be no conduction in the brain. Any external conduction will not create a electricity inside the brain. Clear?
So how many times the stem cell was given?
We have given him at least now, up to now, 2 times only.
2 times. What about the duration?
We give once in a week.
Once a week. Okay. Thank you.
Sastri, we are at Hyderabad. हम हैदराबाद से बोल रहे हैं. Then you can see a CP child. She was having much delayed milestone. She was unable to walk, and she was having a lot of problem in walking. Was she able to walk like this? Madam? Was she able to walk like this?
No, little bit.
She was having delayed milestone. She was a CP child. It is very difficult for a CP child to walk, and you will see how beautifully she walks on the treadmill. Please.
1, 2, 3, start. అప్పుడు పట్టుకోవాలి పట్టుకున్నాను అప్పుడు అక్కడ పట్టుకో
1.5. So you can see the girl is walking at the speed of 1.5 without losing the balance. आप देख सकते हैं CP child 1.5 की स्पीड से आराम से चल रही है, and we have treated her with only brain stimulation. इससे पहले वो कभी ऐसे नहीं चल पाती थी. She was a CP child. She is a CP child. Let's start walking on treadmill in a few days of walking without losing any balance, and you can see she is walking at the speed of 1.5. Check. Wow, 1.9, 2.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. See. 2.5. Very good. Concentrate, beta. You can see a CP child walking at the speed of 2.5 at treadmill. 2.6. Well done. Very good. She is walking very well. She is straight. Very good job. She is a CP child who was unable to walk. Once she was able to walk like this, आगे नहीं चल पा रहा था. दे दो. No. How much you got? Chala Bagandi. So she said she has a lot in this case. You can see a CP child being improved in a small time, and she has started walking at a treadmill at the speed of 3, and she is very good. It is the improvement of non-invasive brain stimulation. We stimulate the brain. Now also you can see she is still walking, and here you can see how we to the brain. Stem cell therapy. Further adding stem cell therapy improves the child to a greater extent. Thank you so much.
Now you may ask me a question.
Yeah, gee, this case also stem cells was included, right?
No, this girl was not given stem cells.
Oh.
She was improving normally, but her brother is given stem cells. His muscles have been totally lost. He has been operated twice. And his brother is also doing good. Now he's walking with mild support.
Well done. Very good.
This is called neuromuscular superfine scalp acupuncture. I call it superfine because it gives instant results.
Right, right. Very good.
More questions?
Good evening, sir. Mukesh Rawat from India.
Rawatji, please tell me.
Sir, today I have watched a YouTube video, deep brain stimulation. In that, they goes in brain for particular nucleus area, and they stimulate with the electrode. And
But then there is a danger. You have not seen the side
yes,
effect.
no, sir. This is not my this question. I want to ask this. They go inside and stimulate the particular nucleus. So by superficial NIBS, how we make the
It
pathway
is a
for that
command of
things?
the brain. If you command one person, for example, I say, shut up. So all are
Yes,
shut
sir.
up or not?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you stimulate one brain, one area, it stimulates millions of areas. That is why it is said cognitive area, this, all types of stimulus is required to
Okay,
recover
sir.
all
Okay.
this.
I got
All
it,
this
sir.
type of things are required because different frequencies gives different areas of what? Command in different areas.
Commands. Okay, sir.
It helps you
Thank
to
you.
think.
Thank you, sir.
It is like brain learning program. See, bringing what you're thinking is only bringing the power in the limbs, right?
Okay, sir.
You are not thinking of bringing movements in the limbs.
Yes, sir.
You are not thinking of bringing balance in the limbs. You are not
Yes,
thinking of what? Emotionally improving the patient.
Yes, sir.
Do you think patient will emotionally improve, cognitively
Yes, sir.
improve?
Today I got. Yes, sir. A lot of things. Today I got the ideas about NIBS, all whole ideas. Thanks a lot, sir. आपने
This is
पहले
what
भी बोला था,
helps
लेकिन वो समझ में पहले बोला था, वो समझ में नहीं आता था, लेकिन
No,
अब
I
समझ
tell you,
में आया.
neuroplasticity is not created in a day, my brother. It takes
Yes, sir.
time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understood.
Gradually, 1 month sentence will make a paragraph. One paragraph is not a sentence. When you
Yes,
write a
sir.
paragraph inside your brain, then only you can read the paragraph.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With every day when you attend my class, one line is written. Then when the one paragraph is written, then you read that paragraph, you understand the whole chapter. You understood?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
I converted 2,000 pages into one paragraph.
Definitely, sir. I have seen your PPT. I understood.
More questions?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
More questions? Ask questions? Indonesia and other people? If Indonesian does not know English, they may ask from Miki or Amalia. Now you can see, by integrating 3 pains, I can recover what? One patient. And one patient is enough to recover all my economies. But money is not important. You see, his life is important. He can walk, which doctor said he can never walk. From wheelchair to walking is only 10 minutes job. How much?
10
10
minutes.
minutes. Only 10 minutes.
Was it not done near you?
चलता रहेगा क्या कर दिया
More questions? Any more questions? Any more question?
Yes, sir. I have a question. Yes, sir.
Yes, madam, please tell me.
My question is, why is it that in the hospital, in some hospitals, you find out that with a paralyzed patient, when he or she gets to the physiotherapist, there's most times they use just the heat balm and then set the infrared light without much exercises.
No, I did not understand your question. What is he saying?
My question
Walid,
goes like,
1 minute. Walid, can you make me a question understand?
What she's asking about, sir, is that in some hospitals, for paralysis patients, physiotherapists just use heat balm and infrared lamp, and they don't get any visible effect. Why do they do that if they know they don't get an effect?
See, something has to be done. They know what they can do, right? If you don't know about NIBS, can you do NIBS? Now, am I asking, you do not know neuromuscular feedback?
No, sir.
NIBS is 20 times more powerful than neuromuscular feedback.
okay, sir. Thank you.
You understood? It creates neuromodulation. People do not know. That is why I am saying again, spread awareness in the society. Gradually you will learn. One by one, when you will see my video, one by one, when you will hear the lecture, one by one, when you will see the anatomy of the brain, one by one, you will understand synaptic connections. Then you will understand what stimulus has the power on the brain to do. Because medicines cannot enter the brain. Medicine affects the brain only through the vagus nerve, which goes from the gut to the brain. By the time it goes, the gut is the side effect of the medicine destroys the gut, and also lot of diseases are developed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
More questions? More questions? No more questions. No question on the CP child, nothing. Nothing from Malaysia? So here you can see the power of brain. What? Stimulation. Tomorrow I will show you the power of Parkinson patient working on what? Treadmill with no tremors. Right?
Right.
Am I clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes, sir.
And this is the power of superfine scalp acupuncture. Clear?
Clear.
So may I take your good day from today from you? Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Okay, see
Thank
you
you, sir.
tomorrow.
Good night,
See you,
sir.
Mr.
Thank you,
Wali.
sir.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
very much.
everyone.
Sir, thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, Mr. Walid.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Give me a chance.
హలో ఒక్క నిమిషం వదిన 1 minute ఇక క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నా అది బయటకు వచ్చేసి
Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Don't take away. Don't take away.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Jai
night,
Jinendra Jain Sahab.
Night.
Jai Jinendra Jain Sahab.
I'm calling in my message for closing.